You mentioned at this point you've been rapping for 7 years.
Yes.
Taking it serious for 7 years.
Yes.
Is it easy to be a rapper?
No,
Not
I don't
easy.
think it is. Because everybody got a homie that raps. Everybody has somebody that they want to support that's a rapper, you know? Like, I think it's, nowadays, it is semi-easy to get away with being a rapper, I would say, you know? Because every day I see somebody new, like, you know, and I think it's so ridiculous. Like, you know, like people get on these TV shows and get on Instagram and they see these other girls doing something and they want to do it, you know? Like, hence Cardi. Like, everybody saw Cardi become a rapper and they think, oh, Cardi did it, I could do it. And it's like, no, how about that was actually meant for her? Like, you know, I like for people to know that, you know, a lot of people be looking for the clout, looking for the next thing to chase. Like, you know, everybody wants fame these days with Instagram and stuff. It's more to life than being a rapper, than being a bartender, than being, you know, all these, you know, the generic things to be nowadays, you know. I don't know. I be wanting to see people in my hood be like a fucking teacher or something. Like, you over there beefing with this op from another block, all right, how about you go to school, become a teacher, teach his kids. Teach his kids better than his father, his mother was able to teach him. That's how you could get back at them. Don't go over shooting their block. Take their kids off the street. Do something like that for them, you know? I always believe that it's more to life than what you see on the gram or something like that, you know? And that's why I just be getting so mad these days, because I feel like, yeah, it is easier to be a rapper and just become it, but for people like me that's been rapping for so long, it's kind of like a smack in the face. It's kind of fucked up, because we work our ass off for mad long, you know, and just for these people to get on Instagram because they had mad followers prior from whatever they was doing, and then boom, I could turn it into music. I could turn it into making money. You know, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. That's my little thoughts on it.
At this point in your career, you've been signed to 3 labels.
Yes.
Okay, Ruff Ryders,
Yes.
Island,
Yes.
and then now Atlantic.
Yeah, and then I was indie, and then I was with Empire when I was indie. They was putting on my, you know, distributing my stuff. So it's kind of like, I count that too.
Okay. All right. What are the chances of someone being successful if we put being signed to a major label on an analogy of the NBA, right? What are the chances of someone being successful and signed to a major label, or successfully signed to a major label? What are the chances of that? For example, okay, in this analogy, okay, hundreds of thousands of people play basketball. But in the NBA, there's only 30 teams and 12 active players per team.
Exactly.
So if there's hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people playing basketball, that's a very small number.
Yes.
What are the chances of somebody just starting to rap and getting signed to a major label?
It's like 0 to none, to be completely honest. I was signed with Ruff Ryders, and you know, they put my stuff out. That was cool and stuff. There was other rappers that they had that really didn't go nowhere. Not nothing like that or anything, but it's true, you know. When I was signed with Island, Def Jam and stuff, it's so crazy because the what I was doing, I was signed with a group, so it was a female singer involved, and it wasn't supposed to go as far as it went, as meaning putting our song on the radio and doing all of that, but it's just so crazy. I saw how many artists they did have over there that wasn't really doing so much, you know? I see how there's a bunch of artists right now that we know of that's not really, they're signed to a label, but they're not really doing anything. It doesn't mean anything because a major label comes and, you know, takes your stuff and, you know, it doesn't mean anything. It really depends on you. The label is like I will, you know, hypothetically speaking, like a crutch, you know? It helps you. It adds to you, you know? If you're not bringing them anything, they don't have nothing to work with. If you don't know how to market yourself, how do you expect somebody else to know how to market you, you know? If you can't help yourself, how do you expect them to be able to help you, you know? There's not enough manpower on that team to be, you know, I like to say, but, you know, I don't know.
I mean, similarly with the NBA analogy, not every player that gets drafted from college
It's so true.
can be very successful
It's
just
so
because you're
true.
signed to an NBA team.
Yeah.
We've seen some high draft picks become busts
Yep.
and never heard from again.
Exactly.
So I guess similar there.
Exactly.
In 7 years, though, have you ever felt like quitting?
Yes, I did so many times.
You did.
But I wish I didn't. But at the same time, I don't regret anything. So it was like a life lesson learned, you know? It's like when you go outside and you steal from the store or something, you know, and your mother beats you, you're not gonna go do it again. When I was with when I was with Ruff Ryders, they taught me, you know, the fundamental stuff like artist and development. Labels don't have that now, you know? That's why I think a lot of people is getting so easily thrown out there, you know. If they had that, what I got, like this shit would run a lot smoother. But that's what I learned with Ruff Ryders, you know. It was just, you know, trial and error, I believe, with every situation. When indie, I learned the hustle. Like, you gotta get it when it's hot, or people are gonna forget about you, you know. When I was with Island Def Jam, it was all about song structuring and learning how to build the song and stuff. I write all my stuff, and I love taking help on hooks and stuff like that. You know, I love bouncing off ideas on hooks, but verses, that's on me. But that's what Island Def Jam kind of taught me, you know, being over there and stuff like that. So, you know, everything's just a learning experience. Every go around, every step, every failures, you know, is literally a learning experience, you know. And it's funny because everything that I've ever learned in those 7 years, it's so funny how I never used it back then, but now I'm learning and doing everything that I've learned now, with this situation being with Atlantic and, you know, being a seasoned artist, you know.
What were some of the reasons why you had quit in the past?
Money. It's hard being indie, you know? It's hard being able to know that on Instagram you gotta keep up with all the hype. I can't repeat outfits on Instagram because I'm a female. My hair gotta be done. I gotta have bundles down to my ass, down to my ankles. Makeup gotta be A1. Everything gotta be popping. My videos gotta be so immaculate. Like, I gotta have these crazy concepts, and my videos have to look like they're thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, you know, that's what it was. It was my everyday life conflicting with me doing my music. I couldn't feed myself, take care of myself, pay my rent, and do all of that, and drop a video. To shoot a video, to find somebody in the hood to do a video, it's like almost $1,000, $500, right? Then that's not including finding the outfits for the videos, because I need about 3 or 4. Gotta have my hair done, gotta make sure my makeup's done, you know? It took a lot, and that kept discouraging me every time. It wasn't people, because I take that, being from the Bronx, like, you know, I have tough skin. It wasn't comments on Instagram, that's late. Like, people saying, little, you trash, you're not gonna be nothing, that's mad late. Like, you know, it was me knowing that my video is supposed to look like all these other people, all these other artists, and especially rapping for so long, it started to bother me, you know, because I was in so many situations before that I felt like people were looking at me and judging me. I had, you know, Joey IE, he's over at Interscope, you know. I had a meeting with him he wanted me over at Def Jam, you know, and he was always keeping in contact with me, you know. And to be honest, it was so embarrassing. He used to write me like in my DMs. He used to always tell me happy birthday. Every time my birthday came around, he's the president of a label that I didn't even go to or signed or nothing like that. And the fact that he was always checking on me, writing me, it kind of used to blow minds, because I used to be like, damn, he's always asking for my music. I can't even put myself in the studio right now because I gotta eat for the rest of the week, like, you know. And it's so crazy. I could talk about it now, but before, hell no, it was hard.
What kept you coming back?
Seeing my mom and my sisters struggle every day, that blew minds. That really hurt me. My little sister has, you know, she's the one out of me and my sisters that is going to have kids. I'm not about that life. I don't want no kids. I'm 27, ain't have one yet. I'm good.
Not yet.
But, yeah, I'm not about that life. I had my nephew for 5 months when my sister was finishing high school. That killed me. That killed all my dreams. I don't want it. But, you know, seeing my little sister keep having kids and stuff like that, and it was out of the love that she wanted to have the kids. And she knows her situation wasn't all the way good, but she wanted to have kids, you know. And seeing my nephews and them wanting stuff, and me being like, I promise, I got you. My nephew, I'm very proud about. My 9-year-old nephew, I was able this year to get him this dirt bike that he wanted. I've been promising that kid a dirt bike since he was 2 years old, and now he's 9. So last year I was able to get it. for both of my nephews. So I was like super excited about that, you know? So that's what kept me going. That's what kept me motivated all the time.